Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Oklahoma State's offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches. They can
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Combs. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the catch, it's Lopez. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll keep it himself. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa State's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Turning it on! They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
The Cyclones will try to move the chains on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Scanning the field, it's Alford. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab on 3rd. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback adapting. The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Iowa State! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Lopez. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Alford. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
The first down pass complete to the back.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Back to pass, it's Alford. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. They'll immediately call timeout. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Cyclone! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. To the ground with the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Heaves it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Got his man out of the backfield. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Iowa State! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Alford. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Easy completion on the shuffle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Alford. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.